Today we are 100% in this game called Fishing Inc. This is a simple arcade fishing game where you have to pick up fish through different rarities in order to get to the final boss. Let me know if you want to see more of these videos by please like and subscribing. Wow, look at this game. Look at the letters. Look at that. That's sick. Now the game starts off with this fisherman telling you how the game works. Catch fish, get paid. Seems simple enough. Start a pond. Okay. Now this was the first pond that you get, and there's multiple of these you have to go through. So basically he teaches you if you press the left click, you have to get it in this green dot, and then you have to spam the click button to get to the amount of clicks, with the rarer fish being even more and more. First achievement, there we go. That was easy. Catch your first fish. I got a common fish, a goldfish. Is this someone's back garden? So obviously we got the first fish of the day, and then there was this system in the corner. Now every time this green bar went up, it changed the difficulty and what fish are actually going to happen around there. Now after getting our first bit of money from our fish being sold, we actually unlocked the skill tree. Now this ends up getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's actually quite complex in the end. But at the start you can get stuff like value to the fish or just extra rod power, which is obviously quite a common thing for fishing games. Okay, we don't have enough money for anything. Now after this you can see all the fish here. There isn't actually too many in this game. It's actually not too bad. Is this in? That doesn't really look... I'm literally on the shore. Oh, I just didn't click it. Now, after a little bit of a mishap, we finally got our first new fish, being a bluegill, which every fish has their own level up for rarity. And then we also got a carp to add to the goldfish. So that each animal has the different level ups. I guess, and that's to do with difficulty. Okay. So increase XP or give us more power. I think we need more power to start off with. Now, power or auto clicks are definitely the most important thing, because when the level of the fish goes up, so if it's an epic or a legendary, it takes even more clicks to get, and that's where it really becomes difficult. Oh my god, we're not getting that though. Oh, we were close. We're only like 2 clicks off. I guess we make the XP better. Probably should have just gone for rods. Oh, wait, we got it. That's the last one we needed. A bream. Now, there's a few things we had to think about here. There's also a pond level, and this basically means you get passive income for the amount of time you're on this pond. And then there's also obviously the levels which we needed to upgrade to get all of the rarities. The higher the level, the more chance you have for getting the high rarities. And they also give you achievements in this part of the game, which are not Steam achievements, but achievements in the game to help. Oh, achievement. Second one. Catch 10 fish. There you go. Now, yet again, we got an achievement which you get near the start for just catching fish. And this was for catching 10. We got our second achievement. Another rare fish. A goldfish this time. He's level 5. Now, after that, we were grinding the fish up and we were getting bigger levels, which were also giving us more money to buy more upgrades. And we actually bought this feature, which allows you to hold the mouse down rather than clicking it, which I didn't really do, but it's actually much more easier. So we unlocked sturdy rods. This is just a better rod, is it? Adds auto clicks. Now with us continually doing this, we finally were able to get to bigger clicks and able to get bigger fish, which actually were more rarer. So we got epic and rare fish much more common now, which sold for a lot more money. And also in doing that, this happened as well. Oh, achievement 25 fish. Let's go. This is easy. This is going fine. Okay, I actually need to save up now. Oh, 128. That's a big one. Legendary. Our first legendary. Yep, and all of that progress made us get our first legendary, which was the carp, and obviously we have to get every single fish as a legendary as well. Now at the end of that, we also got another achievement, which you might be wondering, what was that achievement? You didn't mention it. Now this achievement comes about because you see a frog somewhere in the game, but I did not see this frog when I was playing and completely missed it. So there must have been a frog there, but we got the frog, and that made us get our 4th achievement. Now we had to do some grinding as well in this last pond, get some more legendaries, and we kept getting carts for some reason, but this allowed us to get enough money when we sold them. 827. Go to upgrades. Wait, zones. We can finally unlock the next zone, Forest Lake. We've already got 2 of them. Now in this area there was 2 fish that we didn't actually have, and we got one straight away in the mossy side, being the bee fish, which I don't know if it's actually a real fish. You've got to let me know in the comments. And then obviously doing some more upgrades and going back, eventually we got the bass, which was the one we were missing. We're gonna get this bee fish is gonna be like max level at this point. Anyway, that's great and everything, but we've already got like hundreds of goldfish. Go. Epic bream, we'll take it. Now it was getting harder to go up the levels quicker, and we were getting legendaries and epics quite a lot. This allowed us to get more money, which allowed us to get achievements in the upgrade tab, and also obviously get different upgrades. There we go. It's gonna be a legendary, right? That was a rare bass. That's expensive. Wow. The value of them should be well high though. But the value yet again was going up, so that was a very important thing. Just keep grinding and getting more fish. 9k. Oh my god. Oh my god. 500. I don't know if we're gonna do that. Oh my god, we did it just. I got loads of upgrades instead of buying the thing where I could have bought it. Oh well, we'll save up again. And I can hold it now instead of clicking, so I can just hold the reel. Oh yeah, that's so much better. So after we figured that out, we ended up getting the last couple of fish in this level, which gave us even more money. And then we eventually had enough money to get to the next level, which was called Rapid Streams. Well, look at this pond. I did not mean to put that there. Oh, new species. The trout. Look at it. It's so cool. Next to the rocks. Who's about it? Oh, trout again. Look how much they're worth, though. Oh, here we go. Urge. Look at that. Now, when we were on this level, something weird did happen. This random bird went past our screen. Whoa. I was going to say, what is that bird? We spotted that's an achievement. We spotted this random bird. I didn't know we were bird spotted. Yep, that got us yet another achievement, which is randomly occurs, I guess, like the frog did earlier. Moving on, we also got a chub in this new area and end up getting another trout, which was our 100th fish caught, which is yet another achievement already grinding. Oh, there's 100 fish done as well. There you go. And doing more and more on that skill tree, we were getting that rod power up already quite significantly. Oh, so these are the ones I've got legendary ones of. Okay, that's cool to track. Oh my god, we're not getting that. We're not even close. Wow. We do not have that power yet. We need to get our money up and our strength up, apparently. Getting to the level where we can't keep up. We need to save up for that. We need to save up for that. Oh my god. We just did it. Oh my god, that was close. Now, if you're going to upgrade anything in this game, I would always recommend just keep doing the rod so you can keep getting stronger and actually keep upgrading it, because if not, you really do suffer in this game, but it becomes more and more expensive and you need the value to go up as well, so that's obviously one to look at. Yeah, we've got 103 strength. We've literally doubled what we had. Like, oh my god. We actually still can't do it. Wow. And it was still becoming a problem to get to the levels in this pond because it was so tough. Oh my god. Oh my god, we did it. There you go. Oh my god, that fish alone is like 14k. Yeah, so these fish are worth a lot more money and we were getting money so much more easier. And it's basically like the common progression that you see in this game. Obviously getting our rod power up even more. Oh, 75k. How much does that? Goes up 80. Yep, there was big upgrades to be had and we had to grind our way to get them upgrades with a lot of fish being bought. 6% chance to auto game fish is what we need. 35. All right, and now we can get the 35k. Yep, and after that we grinded to the 35k and we ended up picking up a lot of other fish, which eventually got us to the next level, in which we got a catfish and we also got a gar, which was the two fish that were new in this area. Also, auto clicks are very important. Get more of these as you can because it just makes it easier to get all the legendary and epic fish. So auto clicks and getting your rod up should be the things that you prioritize, especially early game, but I'd say for most of the game generally. Now this allowed us to eventually get enough money where we could buy the next one, which was Spooky Swamp. Oh, this is spooky as a ghost. Hello. Cast your line, whatever that was, is gone now, probably. Well, I mean, it's not. I could see him. I could touch him. Look, he's not. Look, I could. After that strange interaction, we ended up moving on and we got our first eel. An eel. Can we catch eels? Aren't they like endangered? I don't know if we're allowed to do that. Yeah, I'm still not sure if you're allowed to do that, but we also caught a pike. A pike. I thought it was a pickle. It looks like a bit like a pickle. I know what a pike is. We got 300k. Now, obviously, in this area, the money is coming a lot more easier. You get a 90, 100k each time. We actually had most of the fish that we had unlocked in legendary because we'd obviously been grinding each time. And before we left this area, we got a legendary catfish as well, upgraded a little bit more of the rods, and we're trying to get the eel to as high as level as we could, but it was getting harder and harder and getting these fish. But eventually we grinded this level out and we bought the new area, which was the ice biome. In this ice biome we were able to unlock the granlin, who is the new one, and the salmon, which is not very nice. I don't like salmon personally. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Now while we were doing this, we kept trying to get the rod speed up, and actually I made a mistake here. I went into a run, I couldn't get this, and I was actually struggling to get a lot of them at this point. We were upgrading too quickly, and then I decided to end the day, and that actually gave us an achievement, which is basically don't turn up with anything at the end of the day. I didn't even know there was an achievement, but I got an achievement for getting nothing because I didn't like I wanted to upgrade my hook. Now we actually did more skill tree building, and actually we did something that was quite intentional. We bought a perk that allowed us to get two fish at the same time. This put two different hooks down, and you would still do the same thing as always, you know, click it as many times as you can, but sometimes when you did it, it would come up and you would get at least two fish actually captured in certain situations. Now this obviously got us yet another achievement because this is a specific one, and you need to get this from getting that specific perk. Yeah, we did it. Two fish at once. I didn't even see it, but we did it. That's cool. So after that, we had to keep grinding. This was getting harder and harder yet again because we were upgrading too quickly. And I put too much, I think, emphasis on value of the fish. So they were getting XP quite quickly, but we didn't have the rod speed to keep up. So I had to keep getting the money and keep grinding to get to the level to be able to afford better rods because we'd upgraded all the small levels at the bottom. Now, we kept doing this for quite a while on this one. We grinded this out. We were getting our rod speed to very high and getting different attributes on it. And we were doing this over and over and over again. And this eventually allowed us to buy the icy pond when we had grinded for it and got a couple of million new one, which there was penguins involved in this as well. Now in this one we got the mackerel for the first time, and we also got a char, which was the 2 fish that we were missing in this area. And then we also decided to make sure that the rarity of the fish that we get is more likely to be higher, which is also another problem when you don't have enough rod strength, but it's still good long game, I think. Now this wasn't really the most interesting part of the game. I think I just grinded the ice biome quite a lot and tried to get more and more rod power. Now rod power was more expensive than everything else basically because I'd upgraded it more, but yet again I still think it's the most important thing. There is some other things that can help you, such as auto clicks as well, obviously help you with that power, but if you're not going to get the fish at this point, if they're too high level, what's the point? So we did all this. We went to the new area, which was saltwater. We got a sardine for the first time, and then we also got an archer fish, which I have no idea what fish these are, and we got the last fish as well, which was a flounder. Now at this point we were obviously grinding quite a lot, and we actually ended up getting another achievement, which was catch 250 fish. Now this is the last achievement you get for catching a certain amount of fish, so that was obviously good to tick that one off. And we also did some upgrades, which meant we got 3 different rods instead of 2. This meant that sometimes if you grinded hard enough, you could actually get an opportunity to get a triple catch, but this was obviously very rare to happen, and it actually took us quite a long time to get there. And we actually got a couple of legendary fish first before we did this, basically maxing out this area completely in every way we could. Before we moved on though, we did manage to get our triple catch, which got us yet another achievement. Now not much really else to say other than we kept grinding, we were getting more and more money, and we unlocked the new level being the beach level. Now the new fish that were in this level were the puffer fish, which we got for the first time, and then we also got a stingray, which I don't actually think you are allowed to fish. I think they are endangered, but I wouldn't recommend doing that in real life. Now we got so much levels up because we were getting so many on the skill tree at this point, and we kept upgrading the rods so we could get the puffer fish at different levels, because at this point I think even the rare ones are really hard to get. And as you can see, this was our progress on all the different ones. We mostly had all of them that we had got so far in legendary. Now that was all for that level. Then we went back to the lighthouse level, which there was this cool cutscene that played that had this weird submarine looking thing in the ocean. I don't know if it's a submarine or an animal, but I guess we will see in a bit. Now here we unlocked a barracuda, who are awful fish. I hate barracudas so much. I've got a personal vendetta, and a grouper, which we got for the first time. Now we unlocked the stingray legendary here and got some of the other legendaries that we had missed in previous ones, and then we moved on to the tropical island, where we only had 3 more left after this one to complete. Now moving here, the animals that we didn't have were this rockfish, which I don't know if it's a real fish or not, but that's definitely a thing. There was also this fish, which is the May, I think that's how you say it, and we got a double catch it. And then there was also the last fish, which is going to be a big one for all of you. It is a clownfish of Nemo, of course. Now here it was getting really hard. I was spamming the button. I had to hold it down a lot to even get anywhere close, and that was just for the rare ones, so we know we needed to save up and get some upgrades. Now there's other things that we were buying as well. We were buying extra value and stuff, basically anything that was cheap, because we had 13 mil that we could get, so we were kind of moving the whole thing out. But it was so hard to keep buying these, and we had to go 3 or 4 times a day just to be able to get one upgrade for a rod. Now eventually with all them upgrades, we managed to get over 1 million and get a legendary barracuda, which helped us get some of the other ones on rarer difficulties. Now this allowed us to go to the open ocean, which is obviously one of the last levels. Here we unlocked the tuna for the first time, and we also unlocked the other fish we were missing, which was the sunfish, and we were nearly done with all the fishes over on the game. And also the entire tree was almost completed. We were getting very far, and this is where we finally were able to get some of the last penultimate upgrades for the rod. Now this allowed us to get over 2 million already, which is incredible, where we could get some of the legendaries that we were missing. And it allowed us to get the underground, which is weird that it went from the open ocean to the underground where there's sharks apparently near the underground, which I don't get. There's also a anglerfish, which have to be the worst fish of all time. They are terrifying. And although we were getting our money up, we were getting so many levels, we were getting all the upgrades, we finally got some of the last upgrades for the rod eventually. Now we got some of the legendary ones before leaving this area. before getting some more upgrades and then leaving the area, which we needed. And then we finally got to the last level that you needed to get to, which I think is the open ocean again. And the fisherman basically said to us that there is a rare phenomenon where if you get legendary fishes, something happens. Before that, we had to obviously unlock the blobfish, and then we also unlocked the swordfish, which were the last two fish we needed, but we haven't got the achievement just yet. And that is because we have to get 4 legendaries in a row here to activate a super event that will end the game. Now, the thing is, we didn't actually have the max rod power. We were like 1 off at this point, so we still had to save up to get that, which meant that we basically saved up to the point where every single fish was a legendary, which obviously we need for the objective. Now, getting some more upgrades on auto click at this point after all of the rod had been done, we were able to keep getting more and more fish to level them up, and here you can see we got loads of legendaries in a row that we needed. And after getting 2, after getting 3 in a row, talking millions, we were getting closer to all of them being legendary. Now, eventually we kept doing this. It took 20-30 minutes, and we got to the point where all 4 were legendary, where this happened. Okay, we got all 4. Oh my god. Hello, it's a big ass Kraken. Am I just fishing around it? Oh my god, it's got 13 mil. Oh, I can't do that. It's gonna kill me. Okay, so I need 13 mil to get the Kraken. I see. Yeah, so in order to complete this game, we basically need to get the Kraken, and that includes getting 13 million in the rod power. Okay, we're back. I wonder if I've actually got enough. I don't know if I do. So we had to get all the auto clicks, all of the power, and this is what happened when we did. Oh, I messed it up. Oh my god, we're gonna do it. We did it. Yes, 2 achievements. Catch 1 of every fish. And we got the uncommon ones. We got the Kraken. Now it's just ours. And I got another achievement for catching him. Yep, we got 3 achievements. We got 1 for completing the game, 1 for getting all the fish in uncommon because we'd already done that, and then also another one for catching every fish because he was the last one we needed. Now that the game was over completely, we still had a few achievements to get, and obviously the first one is down to the different rarities of the fish, and obviously we needed to make sure we got all the skill tree as well, because if we didn't, that's not 100% in the entire game. Now, first of all, we needed to get them in rare and finish that off, and the only one we needed was the bee fish, which we got straight away, which gave us yet another achievement, but we still needed to get all the epic and all the legendary, so we had to get the bee fish in legendary as well. Now, actually what I noticed around this time is that when you get a fish in legendary and not in epic, it counts straight away as an achievement, a part of the epic, because it's a higher tier, so you don't need to really worry about getting every single one, and you could get a high enough level and kind of miss it. Now, we got the bluegill in legendary as well, which left us only with a couple more we needed. One of them was the chub, and we had to look where this was, and we got it in epic, and then we got it in legendary just a little bit time after. And then the last one we needed on the epic was the eel, and obviously still a couple more legendaries to get. Now, we found the eel on 2 different ones, but we decided to pick it on this, and when we finally got it, we got it in legendary, skipped over epic, and we got the achievement for all the epic fish. Now, obviously still a couple of legendaries we need to get, and a couple of them were actually on the same ones. We got the stingray, and then we got the pufferfish on the same lighthouse level because we missed them both apparently. I think we skipped it early. And then we got the clownfish and the rockfish, meaning we only had 1 fish we needed to get in legendary, and that was the sunfish on one of the last levels you get. And after a couple of hours, it took a long time to get him, we eventually grinded our way to the sunfish and got him as a legendary outfit, which gave us this achievement. It did pop up. I don't think I've got the recording for some reason, and we finally had completed all the legendary fish, which meant we were basically nearly done with the game. Now, after we did all this, we grinded ourselves up into different levels so we could get enough money to basically complete the skill tree. This doesn't actually count as a real official achievement, but it's an achievement in the game, and I thought it would be really 100% in it if we did the whole skill tree, as you can see right here. Now, after this, the game was done, and we'd basically done everything we needed to, but we were still missing one random achievement that you're supposed to get at the start. But what was that one achievement? Now, the achievement was actually something that I completely missed, and the reason why I missed it is because I had auto reel on from the start, which meant that the game kind of helped me and clicked it with me at the same time. Now, this meant that I didn't get this achievement, and I had to work my way up. It was 8 towards the end, and I had to click up to 7 and then stop, and we got the achievement catch a fish right at the last moment, which was finally something we got, and most people have probably got that playing this game. That completed Fishing Inc., which was a fun little game. Didn't take me too long to complete, and I'm hoping you enjoy this cozy style of gameplay. Please like and subscribe for any more content, and I will see you in the next one.